We do now. Okay. Thanks for tuning in for another WERock Wednesday. thanks to Caleb's skill set. So we have built kind of the best windbreak that we can. The wind has kicked up this afternoon, and it is really blowing here. So hopefully you guys can hear us and that we've got that sound fixed. Let me know, Tammy, if we've got the sound working.
I think I caught it. Should be working. I had the output canceled. There it is. All right.
All right, I checked on the old laptop here. So, want to thank Maxxis Tires, Laser Nut, Metal Cloak, Brannick Motorsports, Crown Automotive, Spider Tracks Off-Road, Raceline Wheels, and PCI Race Radios. And as always, Tire Right. I saw that Tire Right is in Colorado, probably for maybe all for fun. So if you guys got the opportunity to stop by and check out their awesome products there, always a great time in Colorado. It has been very, very nice up here this week. I know it was triple digits last week, and people were tired of it. So it has been very, very nice up here. We're very excited. It was windy when we got here on Monday. What is today? Tuesday. So I guess just Tuesday was nice and calm, and then this afternoon the winds picked back up. So we've built this our sound stage here at Broken Boulder Farms.
Good news is that we do have some really good weather right now. I mean, it's definitely a little warm in the sun, but with the wind,
the afternoon gets warm, but
as long as you
there's
stay
plenty
in the
of shade. So
stay in the shade and you have this nice breeze. Really, it's perfect hammock weather right now. I think that would be be perfect.
Oh my gosh, Danny Benner, if you're listening, we have a hammock for you, so don't even worry about it. I know you're comfortable on the rocks, but we'll get you taken care of if you need a hammock. All right, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, starts at 10 a.m. We will have food and ice cream set up over here as always. Should be a great time. So if you would like to drop off chairs or a cooler or handicap parking, plenty of access to do that over here on the comp site. You will have to park over on the Broken Boulder field side. It's $3 to park over there, and then $20 a night to camp.
Was Rody? I don't think you posted in the WERock competitor that just the Saturday, Sunday, maybe.
Yes, Friday night and Saturday night.
Saturday, okay.
I believe is what it is. So,
and I think have.
The toilets?
Yeah, are they coming around doing cleaning?
So if you guys need your RV serviced, they will do that. But also make sure that you leave room around the portable toilets so that they can come in and clean those on Saturday night as well.
Yep. So I think they'll you can, if you need to dump stuff in out of the RV, they'll do that. Also make sure there's room to get around, and also for the water truck that we hopefully, have we talked if they're going to be able to come up and water things? So
they've been very busy trying to keep all the fires under control, as you know. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I talked with Doug with the fire department. They'll be up to water everything down and try and keep it as the dust as minimal as possible. So it is very dry up here, as always. Nothing new. So they've got some cool trucks that they bring up here and shoot water on the courses. It's definitely cool to see. So I think they'll come around Saturday and then Friday as well with the water courses. Friday and Saturday night they will they'll hose everything down.
If you're around to see that, they come in and they shoot water down on the hill. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. So thanks to Doug with the fire department for coming out. He said last night was his first night that he's actually got a full night of sleep. So we're glad to hear that things are getting under control, or keeping them under control up here. So, all right. With that said, no open flame in camp. Even if it's a propane fire, keep it as minimal as possible. Just to be good stewards. We'll have fire extinguishers out on course as always, and every vehicle is required to have 2 fire extinguishers. So if something weird should happen, we should be able to handle that pretty quickly here on site as well. But just make sure that you're being careful and paying attention to that as well. Since we're on the fire topic, if you guys haven't looked or haven't noticed that I-84 has a lot of cleanup to try and get several of those fires under control. But make sure, so I've been keeping an eye on, let me pull this up here real quick. Tripcheck.com. So TRIPCHECK, tripcheck.com is the Oregon DOT trip planner. And that is a good way to kind of keep tabs as to what's going on. The other thing that we've been watching since we've been up here, I think I might have closed that out, but what is the best way to get to that? Yep, I've closed that one out. There is it's a NASA-based map system. And you can keep an eye on what the status of the fire in Idaho is really bad. So coming across, so we went up and came in on 90 because we wanted to go up through Coeur d'Alene, and we wanted to stop in the Wyoming
Thermopolis.
off-road park there, Wagon Hound
Off-Road.
Off-Road Park in Thermopolis, Wyoming. They've got an event coming up this weekend as well. It actually starts today. Wish we could have arranged this a little bit better, where we could have been up here maybe the next week. We could have come up early and participated in their event. So maybe we'll look into that next year, see if we can kind of coordinate those two and make that happen. So that would be kind of cool. But anyways, we came across there and we hit smoke. Actually, central Wyoming. We saw in Thermopolis there. So, and then we ended up having to stop driving at some point in Washington because the combination of the number of bugs that were on the windshield and the smoke was making it very, very hard to drive at night. So be very, very careful, pay attention. Everything that we've seen on the highway closures is that they are changing constantly. So make sure you keep an eye on that trip check. We will do our best to try and keep you guys, updated on that as well. So definitely keep an eye on that. But and if you guys hear anything, feel free to holler at us, and then we'll make sure we share that information for those of you guys that are coming in. Guys like Charlie Melchner, Danny Benner, and the East Coast crew that are flying in and coming in from the other direction, coming in from the west, should be in good shape. So we're not everybody can do that though. I guess Charlie still has to get a car from
somewhere
from Nevada. Yeah, up here. Or no, it's coming out of Salt Lake. Wow. That's right. So yeah, that's going to be the tricky part. So you guys stay on top of that. Try not to get stuck, out somewhere where it's going to be
on fire.
Yeah, going to end up being stranded. Yeah, exactly. So be safe doing that. Brody with the Broken Boulder Farms has put in an
internet issue.
We are going to set up down there, and they will have a beer garden. I believe Top Hat is doing that. I have a beer garden down there. We'll do our Brannick Motorsports Hot Dog Friday from down there as well, and then all of your registration we can handle down there. If you don't make the parade into town, we'll do tech when we either get back Friday night or Saturday morning. But as far as getting registration, if you guys can get downtown and handle the registration, that would be awesome. Come hang out and have a good time. So we'll be
able to bring the cars down there, show off, have that parade, be able to do kind of a car show through town, so get people excited about it. Let people see, have fans in town that are able to come out. And
Leah's ready for the beer garden. She says, "Someone fly me out." Cam may have a ticket, Leah. Holler at him. So what we'll do is we'll stage the cars over in the campground as a group. When we did it 2 years ago, we had to have a car in the front with flashers and a vehicle in the back with flashers, and we'll run through town. We had a handful of people that came out to see the cars, drive down. So if you guys happen to have any swag or keychains or pick up some candy or something like that, for anybody that you might see on the way, that would be super cool. But we will caravan from here to downtown. Jesse drove his unlimited car down, so it's not a big deal to make that happen. What else? Oh, that's the sun on that camera over there that's causing that to go in and out, and see the sun shining on that camera.
Yeah.
Once we get downtown, we will kind of restage. They've got a parking lot that they want us to start from, and then we will go through downtown to our final location there. So all right. Same thing. We will, once we're done, I don't remember the exact specifics. I'll have to grab the permit. I want to say that we're down there only for, it's no more than 2 hours. I want to say that we will leave here at maybe 5:30.
Yeah.
And then I think we will be back here by 7. But I'll get that graphic put together. I won't. Caleb will get that graphic put together. I'll get him the information. And then we will make sure that we get that posted here tonight so that everybody knows how that's all going to work and when tech will be available and where. Okay. Difficult stuff. We'll get you guys the answers on all of that. So, all right. We've gone through those couple things pretty quick. So I'm ready for ice cream. I will tell you that.
Yep,
I hope
nice.
that they'll be serving that up. So that's always makes the weekend great here. It is already, just from us driving back and forth in a couple places, it is already getting silty and dusty.
Yep.
So we'll get the fire department will be up here. We'll put water on it, and we'll try and get as much.
Keep the ground solid.
Yeah, as solid as possible. So,
well,
what else? Oh, Jeff Hauser. I just wanted to give Jeff a shout out and tell him thanks for the help. He's bringing up an excavator so that we can make sure we can get the path from the spectator parking camping area over to the comp side here. Make that as smooth and as nice as possible. So thanks to Jeff Hauser for that. Thanks to Rhodey for the hospitality.
I wanted to touch on is vehicles on the course side of the valley here. There's not really that much parking room, so you're gonna have your the buggy over here, and I think most of the courses you'll be able to stay out of the way. I know we've had a couple of teams bring a pit vehicle to run back and forth, but make sure that everything's out of the way. There's just not a lot of parking over here, so because we still have to have handicap parking over here.
So one of the things that that Caleb's done this year that I think will really help that a lot. We have really spread things out. Generally, we're trying to keep everybody together and provide the best spectator experience that we can. See as many courses from one location
I think
as you can.
We're actually pretty similar to how we were set up last year. So if you were out here last year, we've got the 2 pro courses up on top, 2 down towards the bottom, and then the sportsmen are kind of on either side. I think it's pretty similar to how I had it set up last year, but I think we do have like the start finish for this pro course right behind us is down at the bottom as well. So that kind of keeps buggies off of really where the main spectator viewing area is going to be from.
Yeah. So since we're talking about the courses, do you want to talk a little bit about the layout of the courses and maybe what's a little bit different, something that we've done the past couple of events just based on a couple of things, weather being
Yep.
one, and then the amount of space that we had in Dayton to put courses together. You followed that same format, which may be a little new for the Western Series.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, it was originally what WERock was the 4 gates and the 2 bonuses. So we do not have the 5 gate here. Tennessee, West Virginia, we did not do 5 gates either, with the amount of rock that we have and just the amount of space we have here. I also made the decision to do just the 4 gates. So every course out here has 4 gates, two big bonuses.
Yeah.
So there's some interesting, some side hills, some big drops, a couple of big climbs. Should be good.
Yeah, and you've really worked to try and shift a lot of that,
Yeah,
the course boundaries, and something that where it's been a typical up and down the rock face, it's
Yep.
now across the rock face or something. So
yeah, I think
doing our best to try and come up with a creative and fun way to engage all the teams and have something new.
Yeah, we've been
to play
here for quite a few years. This is my 3rd year setting courses here, and really the rock kind of limits you to where a pro course. There's a pretty good drop or big obstacle there. It's kind of in a little notch. This year, I pretty much said, all right, we're going to fall off that, and then on the Sunday, how are you going to get back up on top? So there's a lot of tricky. I think there's going to be some good drops for Saturday and some interesting climbs on Sunday, along with some side hill stuff that'll I think it'll really test the cars out here. And something that's going to be going on in the for the pro mods is the fight for the national points between Braxton Coleman and Josh Pat. So I think we looked at the points, and Josh Pat has to beat Braxton here in order to get the national title. So there's going to be some good action from the pro mod side. We'll have Braxton Coleman, Josh, the Western Series. We have an internet connection issue.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. To where the pro mods, their 4 gates are doable. They may have to take a few cones, and then the unlimiteds, there's going to be a couple standard gates that are going to be tricky to miss. And then those bonuses are going to be big, and that's really where we're going to see the difference in scores are on some of those big bonuses. Who can clean them? Who's going to take the risk? I know we have Wayne Mortensen out. He'll be coming up in the E-Rocker.
Yep.
We've got John Himble coming up competing as well.
Yep. That's the rumor I heard, anyways.
Yep.
I know Jesse's coming up. I don't know.
It sounded like
I don't know what he's bringing.
He was bringing something, but he'll be up there. Charlie Meltzner is flying in and going to be running a car.
Abe Crony's car.
Yep, Abe Crony's car.
Yep. So, and then I believe Ryan Maxfield is bringing the biggest unlimited fields we've had here in Goldendale for quite some time. So that's going to be really, really exciting. As always, we have field. We're going to probably try and run them under the Pro Trail name, just to kind of,
fill
that out and really just, give those guys that's what Pro Trail is, is the Sportsman AA. So
yep, that trail car. We've got a lot of trail cars up here. So there's always been a lot of good action. They've probably been one of the more fun classes to watch out here, along with last year with Jesse Haynes and Pro Mod putting on a good show. So there's always a lot of, I think, a good flight 5 to 8 2-seat trail cars running on the pro courses.
Yeah. What else do we have? There was something else I was going to bring up while you were talking, and then I got distracted. But so everywhere that we've been here in town has been really cool. Everybody is glad to have us back and glad that we're installing here, and it's you know, it shows. And that when we show back up into town, that everybody is excited to have us here. So that's really cool. And thank you guys for doing that too. So being good stewards for competitive rock crawling. So yeah, I know that Danny Benner was looking for maybe a rental car. He's looks like Rhodey is going to go pick him up from the airport. Just some of the best people up here, you know, Mark and Rhodey. That's so awesome. Willing to help out and go pick up a homeless looking kid from the airport. Hopefully they get the right one.
Yeah. Well, he'll have that. Maybe he'll have that neon.
Oh yeah,
hat on.
Yeah, his bonus hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's his bonus stocking cap. So
there we go.
He'll probably have
Harder
that
to
on.
lose when your head glows.
Yes. So, all right. What else did you have that you wanted to talk about? We talked about that we only have four gates.
Yep.
And
Four
then
gates,
two bonuses on every course. We have the 2 pro courses here, 2 pro
at the end.
Yeah, 2 are at the very end. Probably some of my favorite terrain.
Yep.
We opened up some more lines over the past couple days. We've been
over on the pro course rock.
Yeah, there was a couple, 1 to 2 ton boulders that we moved out of the way, just because it was something that was probably going to become an issue, and the other one from last year was moving and kind of becoming an issue. So we got that out of the way to where it's not a safety issue down there on that bottom course. So should settle in there just a little bit more. Brent, I don't know. I am really hoping that the Pennsylvania event, he's asking about whether we're doing 5 gates for Pennsylvania. I'm really hoping that we can kind of expand a little bit on that, on the comp area, and maybe try and find, our business plan we would like it to be. But hopefully we can come up with some really good stuff there if we can find of adding that extra level to the courses there at Roush Creek. So we'll keep you posted on that one, Brent. We probably won't know until we get there and see what we have to work with. I have not set up anything there. I have only competed in Pennsylvania, and I've only been in the comp area where the courses were. We did not, we were focused 100% on our competitive efforts. So we weren't
all on the man-made stuff, or did you do some of the
we had some over on so part man-made, and then there's some over on the side. It's they got some weird rock up there. It's kind of like what I'd call a flapjack. It's got some weird layers of so it'll be very, very cool. But we'll definitely keep you posted on that. And Pennsylvania is coming to Washington, so we're very excited to be back out there, and hopefully you guys have the heat under control out there as well. That would be awesome. So what else you got, Caleb? Okay.
I think that about covers everything. Just getting ready for a good weekend here.
Yep. Caleb has so Farmington is completely separate. Ashley just chimed in with a question. So Farmington is a standalone event. So since they Ashley has
Ashley and Lee, they have one Sportsman A in Texas, Tennessee, and so they need Pennsylvania in order to qualify for the Pennsylvania event, in order to qualify for the National Series.
So they have 3 wins in the Brannick Motorsports National Championship because they won in Texas and they got East and West points. And they won in Dayton
in order to get into
They're weed whacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Ron Lynn helping us set up for the Pennsylvania event. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some judges from their club up there, and they're getting ready for us to be there in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, so actually, you guys will have to go to Pennsylvania if you want to qualify. Doing the rough math the other day, it looks like you would only have to maybe come in 4th or 5th place in order to take the win in Sportsman A.
Yep, Sportsman A.
So that could be, boy, that's a long ways. I know that's 30 hours up there for them to make that trip. So it is a very, very long trip, but they could bring home the Brannick Motorsports National Championship by doing that. So that could be crazy.
Yeah. I saw Jonas was ready. He's like, we'll go.
Oh yeah, Jonas. Yeah.
So maybe
don't tempt him with a good time.
So maybe even if Lee doesn't want to go, you can just have Jonas drive the car. And
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So because you only need to have 2 out of the 3. So if Lee doesn't want to go, then or just have Jonas take the car up.
Yeah.
And then you guys fly up.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
There you go. So lots of options. So yeah, that's like out of nowhere to just show up and be able to take that Brannick Motorsports National Championship is super impressive. What a great team right out of the box. Learned a lot, you know, how to play the game side of it. Just because you're a great wheeler doesn't make you good at the game side of this. So
yeah, it's definitely a lot of it's a different sport. And but one thing I will say about getting into competitive rock crawling is it changes how you trail wheel. You kind of elevates your style of trail wheeling. You would do stuff, I think, once you compete, you go out on a trail and you're using the front dig and the rear dig like much more often, and you're gonna probably attempt lines that you wouldn't normally think of.
And you definitely don't want to back up on the trail anymore.
Yeah, you definitely will do about 6 other things before you're like, well, I guess I can just put it in reverse.
Yeah, yeah. So Ron Lynn says, if anyone wants to help in Pennsylvania, just show up with a weed whacker or some loppers. So anything to kind of help trim some brush or grass back. Thank you, Ron, for doing that and helping so much with getting us back to Roush Creek. We're very excited to come up there. It's a historical place, and you know, it's one of those up there, maybe not quite with what Donner would be, but it's definitely a historical place in competitive rock crawling, and we're really glad to be back up there. So Brannick Motorsports for keeping our drinks cold, and not only that, but providing some of the best parts,
keeping our tires spinning.
Yeah, making our tires go around. That's pretty awesome. So one of the things that I've had portals on the back of my Bronco for since about 2010 or 11.
Over
I know
2
I had
years.
I know I 10, and I just updated some stuff or something. I don't remember. Facebook hasn't told me, but messed up on the file. They actually ended up having to machine 2 separate adapters for me because I extruded the part the wrong way. So they have been taking care of us and all of our off-road stuff for a very, very long time. So a huge shout out to Brannick Motorsports. You guys need axle shafts, U-joints, links, custom machining. Buggy went with the double spline for a Dana 60 with the cap. Super cool. That you can tell they're built by people that wheel. It doesn't have a giant snap ring that you need, you know, huge snap ring pliers that are several $100s. It's got just a little pick in there, and you can pull the clip on and off. So very, very nice. You can tell the products are made by people that actually use their stuff and abuse it out here. So
Stan actually just picked up another, I think it's a Jimmy's Ultra Fork car.
Oh yeah.
So
that'll be exciting.
Definitely, you know, those guys that are out wheeling, out racing in the sport and build the product for wheelers and racers.
Yeah, I mean, they're building it for them first. So they don't want they're building it to be the best that they possibly can because they don't want failures.
Yep.
And the great part about Brannick is that they then offer that to the public, and you know that it's been tested by the best in the business. You know what these guys do out here on courses, so they're pounding through parts, and we just don't have the failures that put a car back together. And we don't have that anymore because of people like Brannick Motorsports. So a huge shout out to Brannick Motorsports for not only being our national title sponsor, but also the Hot Dog Fridays. So thank you guys very much for that. Maxxis Tires, Laser Nut, Cody Wagner, thank you for all that you do, not only for Japan as well. So thank you for everything that you do. Crown Automotive, Spider Tracks Off-Road, Raceline Wheels, PCI Race Radios, and Tire Right. Thank you guys for making these events possible. We really, really appreciate you guys. And we will talk more this weekend. We will get our Starlink set up a little bit better. Once we get the trailer moved into position, hopefully we can get some good signal.
Yep.
We
will be live YouTube and Facebook this weekend on the pro courses. So definitely, if you're rooting back home for any of our guys competing for a national title here, be able to cover all of that.
Yep, exciting. So, all right, with that, you guys, we will, I guess, see you probably Saturday.
Yep.
So, if you're here on site, make sure you join us downtown for the parade, and then we'll get that information out to you guys. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you guys this weekend.